Governor read this for us, but we're going to dare to read it again. Bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry, and he asked me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I said, Sovereign Lord, you alone know.
Distribution of gold across the entire world.
Okay.
Map, or like the one that I saw the other day was births in 2025, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was something in the millions born in the country of Nigeria. Births, like babies born.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, human.
Oh wow,
human babies born. Something like the millions born in the country of Nigeria.
Yeah.
This year, and that's like twice as much as all of the European countries combined, or something like that.
Do you know why?
Because the French president's wife is a man, and they can't have a kid.
That's what it is. That's really funny. No, it's because there's a bunch of Muslims in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
And they have like more babies than anyone. But in Europe, there are a lot more Muslims there too. But I think African Muslims have more babies.
Do Muslims not believe in birth control, or?
Well, I think it's just to spread Islam better. It helps to have a lot of Muslims.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think Christians should really get on that.
I mean, I feel like we do a good job here.
At our church, but we can't carry the whole load for everyone, you know?
Yeah, but it was just really crazy to look at that map and look at like different areas of the country where like the world, where like nobody is being born.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what are these people doing?
Not living life, apparently. Well, I know there's like a lot more of like, I was thinking about recently kind of decline of people wanting children, and it's like they're worried about housing and money, like finances and stuff, but it seems like Nigeria is a fairly poor country. Like, it's not wealthy, it's not the poorest in Africa by any means, but it seems like other places that are becoming more secularized, like Europe is very secular, they're having less children, and more like religious areas they're having less children, and more religious areas are having more children. But I wonder if it's because, like, apparently if you have a college degree and you're, like, a Democrat or something, you, like, don't have as many children. And I don't know if, like, maybe they know.
1.5 or something.
They
like
know something we
children.
don't. I didn't go to college, and I have more than one kid.
Well, I don't know. For me, it's like I wouldn't really know what to do with myself if I didn't have kids.
Well, what did you do before?
Well, like, I just wasted a lot of time. Like, I feel like having kids makes you take responsibility, and then that like changes. It doesn't just change your time with your kids, like it changes the rest of your life, because then it's like, oh, I've learned how to take responsibility for my children because I kind of have to.
Yeah, God doesn't really.
And so like now I can take responsibility in other areas of my life.
Well, do you find that you still waste time? Like, you find a way to waste time? Because I still do.
I mean, yeah, I still waste time, but not as much as, like, I feel like recently I've been using my time more productively than any time in my life.
Yeah. I was thinking about how it was, like, how I thought I didn't have any time before I had one kid. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had so much time. Then how I thought I didn't have enough time when I had one kid. And then now I'm like, oh my goodness, I had so much time. Like, I have no time now. But you definitely learned that you were wasting time before, because little kids, they demand so much from you. But the people who are, if you're unable to have children, that's obviously really sad. But if you choose to not have a child, you're just choosing to miss out on attributes of God that you'll never experience in any other way. Like when you're single, you don't realize you're super selfish, but then you get married and then you realize you're really selfish.
Oh yeah.
And then you like start to like the person. They're an adult, so they can take care of themselves, and you can still be a little bit selfish, but not as much as before. Then you have children, and you realize how much like you're so selfish. You're so selfish.
Well, I'm
And then
quite
you learn
offended by
that.
that, but okay.
You're not selfish at all.
No, I am very selfish. I'm actually like an extremely self-centered person, I think.
I was saying that about myself as well. But you learn and you grow and you like can't do that. You can't be selfish because children are really selfish, but they have to be selfish to literally survive. They have to look out for number one. Like if they don't, then their parents probably won't pay attention to that. But that's one thing I feel like having children made me realize I am very selfish. And whenever I'm like, oh, Gwen, I've told you this 1,000 times, I think to myself, well, God has like tried to tell me things 1,000 times. And I'm still not listening. So
Yeah. I just think like the reason I say I'm a self-centered person is because if I was just alone in a shack in the woods, just with my own company and like my own thoughts, I feel like I could be perfectly happy.
you'd be so happy.
I mean, I do like people. I enjoy being around people, but it's like,
Like without your phone too?
yeah, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't want my phone.
Really?
I just feel like my personality, like my personal fulfillment comes more from like creativity and like what I do than necessarily like I mean I've helped a lot of people with different things in my life, but generally like when I help people with something, even if they're like so thankful that like they've got tears in their eyes or whatever, like I mean just like random examples, like we went to North Carolina earlier this year and we were handing out food to people and helping people rebuild their houses, and it's like even helping people like that, it's like it feels good, but I don't necessarily like. I just do it because
You don't care? Or?
I know. I guess I just do it because I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, not
and
that
I
you're
don't
getting
get like a ton of personal fulfillment out of it.
Oh, okay.
Like I recognize the need and I recognize that like God wants me to do it, and it's not like I'm doing it begrudgingly.
Yeah,
it's like I want to do it. I want to help the person, but like I don't get a ton of personal fulfillment out of it.
Well, I feel like that's kind of where you want to get to. Like you don't necessarily want to do it because you get that. I think when you help people enough and you're generous enough, it becomes second nature. Like it's just a thing you do. You help people and you give, of your time and your finances. It's not like, I don't know, it just becomes a thing you do, like breathing. Like you breathe, you help people. And it doesn't affect how you react about it.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely just a natural thing for me to help people. I think primarily just because my parents made me help so many people when I was a kid.
Which that kind of goes into like, should you force your children to do certain things? Like, should you force them to give money to church? And should you force them to help people? Or are you making them hate that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a balance. Like, what's that verse? It says, fathers, do not exasperate your children, but bring them up in whatever you're supposed to bring them up in. Training in righteousness or
the Bible.
Something like that.
Jesus.
I think that's the Paideia verse, right? That Ben and John and Carlin have been talking about.
I have no idea.
Anyways, yeah, it's like, I think there is a sense where you do need to be your child's conscience, or like, kind of like Paul makes the metaphor of the Old Testament law as like a caretaker for a child or something, that like the law forced you to do the good thing to teach you about righteousness. And I feel like there is an element of that in parenting. Excuse me. But I think you can go really wrong in one direction and really wrong in the other direction of like how strict you're going to be on that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know where to draw the line in every situation. So
You just do it and hope the Lord works it out. Just do what you think is. If it's easy, it's probably not right. I feel like with parenting, like if it's expedient or comfortable for the parent, you're probably not doing it right. Because a lot of parenting seems to be so painful, like hard. When Gwen was younger, she hated sharing so much. And like Josh would be like, "Can I have a bite?"
She is still little.
Oh yeah. She's 2.
And she still hates sharing.
She's better at it though.
Okay.
She's better.
Fair enough.
She would not like cry at the thought of giving Josh a bite of her food.
Okay.
And now she like happily just today, she broke like her and Wesley. She had half a cookie and Wes had a whole cookie that he ate. And then she got her other half. And I said, if you want, you can share with Wesley. And she broke it in half and shared it.
Wow.
Like in the past, there would have been a whole fit. She would have cried and not wanted to share it and then probably needed Spanx because of it.
She's practically the Good Samaritan.
Yeah, I would say so. She's gotten a lot, but we were forcing her to be generous and it was so painful for her. And we still do force her to be generous to people in kind. And she struggles, like now it's toys and stuff. She doesn't care as much about food. She's figured out we won't let her starve.
Okay.
So now she doesn't really want to share her toys, but
yeah, that's more what I was thinking of because I've definitely seen her get in a couple fights recently.
Well, it's because all the other kids are so annoying. She does not want to share toys as much, but she's gotten a whole lot better with it. But if we let her, like we didn't force her to share, she would never learn. And then she would just become an adult that doesn't share, and an adult that's not generous. Because these are small things now, the sharing the toy or communicating well, like, hey, wait your turn until I'm done, or giving dad a bite of food informs the kind of adult she will be. If she can't share with her dad now, when he's old, she's not going to care to take care of him. She's probably going to put him in a home. Like those are small things now, but then they grow up into big life lessons. And so like Josh and I picked a few things that really matter to us. And being generous is definitely one of them. And we force her to be generous like every chance we get. We force her to do it. And maybe we're too strict with it, but I don't know if you can be too strict with generosity. Like that's a good thing. But if we become too strict with it, we figured that the Lord will work it out. Or if she gives away all her stuff one day, then she can come live with us. Her current plan though is to live with Cyrus.
Oh, really?
For the rest of her life, yeah.
Well, I mean, it could work out.
So he needs to do really well in life because he's gonna take care of his big sister.
Well, maybe she'll take care of him
by living in his house forever.
So, oh dang, I had something I wanted to ask you about.
Are you gonna cut that silence out, or are you gonna leave it in?
I don't know. My mind's going blank. I lost the train of thought.
Well, that's fine. I was talking about Gwen sharing and.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, yeah, we'll cut that part out.
Well, Kate said whenever we laugh or I laugh, Gracie laughs too. Like it doesn't matter. She'll like hear laughter. She'll start laughing. So it's good.
All right. So I saw this Christmas movie. Did I talk to you about this Christmas?
Is it Arthur Christmas?
Yes.
We did recently watch it.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recommended it.
Oh, sweet. So we can talk about it.
We can.
Okay, that's great. So Arthur Christmas for the uninitiated. It's a animated Christmas movie from. Do you remember what year it's from?
I don't. Is it like 2006 or something? That's when everything.
Nathan, do you want to look up when Arthur Christmas came out?
Thank you.
2011 in the golden age.
Yeah.
Of animation. I think that's like in my mind that's pretty good time for animation because it was like wasn't like The Incredibles around that time too?
I feel like everything was made in 2006. I don't believe in that. 2011. Everything good was in 2006.
Okay. Anyways, the synopsis of Arthur Christmas. The second son of Santa, the current Santa Claus,
Yeah.
whose name is the son's name is Arthur. He's kind of like a nerdy guy, and he's been relegated to like a back room of Santa's workshop kind
Well,
of.
not even necessarily nerdy. He's very scattered-brained
Yeah.
and disorganized.
Anyways, and like Santa's operation is like high tech, and like the elves are like rappelling into people's houses, and everything's like super well controlled by Santa, and then the older brother whose name was Steve, which
And it was Steve that was doing most of the work.
Yeah.
Santa just like showed
Santa's
up.
like supposed to retire, but then he chooses not to retire. And it's kind of like, I didn't realize this till like Josh mentioned it to me, but there's there's like this succession thing of like who's going to take over from the current Santa.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where like the Arthur part. Okay, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm.
But Christmas morning, or like the Christmas Eve, like the night before Christmas, all the presents get delivered by this high-tech Santa operation. But then one girl gets missed, and her name is Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
And she lives in like Trelew, England.
Yeah.
Anyways, and nobody wants to go bring the present out because they've already kind of shut down their whole operation, and like it's only one kid, and they just delivered presents to like millions of children or something like that. But then Arthur is like, no, I'm gonna go do it, and then stuff happens. Anyways, I just like the movie because I watched it with my son Arthur, and the main character's name was Arthur, and he was delivering a present to Gwen, your daughter.
Yeah. Is that all you? Is that all you had?
No, I have more. I have more thoughts about it.
I'm like, that was a long explanation for you to say that. Okay, well,
That's what intrigued me. That's why I watched the movie.
Okay.
But the movie was quite good.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
But I want to know what you thought about the movie.
Well, why? I feel like this is a test now.
What?
Is this a test?
No, it's not a test.
They're wrong answers.
I just explained the whole movie, and I want to know.
Well, you said you had like a thought.
Oh, I've got thoughts, but you say first.
Okay, fine. What I thought of the movie, I really liked it. When the movie started, one of my first things I said was, oh, I really hope it doesn't end with Arthur becoming Santa Claus because he's got a big heart. Like I don't like movies where just because you have a big heart, you like get everything. So I was going to be very annoyed with that because I felt like Steve deserved to be Santa. Mm-hmm. And throughout the movie, it was so well done. I really enjoyed it. And the great grandpa, no, their grandpa, so Arthur's grandpa, was hilarious. Mm-hmm. But
he's like a senile old Santa from World War II.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting that, delivering presents to billions of children around the world is a very selfless thing to do. Mm-hmm. But all of the characters in there were so selfish.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting. Except Arthur, I guess.
See, I think he was selfish though.
In what way?
Well,
I'm inclined to agree with you.
I think because for the first half of it, this is gonna be slightly spoilery, but I doubt anyone really cares. The movie came out in 2012. You haven't watched it yet. I guess you're like me, but anyways, I think he's kind of motivated by his heart. He wants to be a compassionate person.
Yeah.
But mostly he just wants to be seen as he's scared to not be seen as this compassionate person who's who cares a lot, which is he's in the letter department or whatever, and he responds to every single letter. He has this obsession of no kid can think Santa doesn't care about him.
Yeah. Because he doesn't feel cared about compared to his brother.
Yeah. Rather than being motivated out of genuinely wanting to help the other person. More worried about what the other person thinks about them than worried about helping the other person.
Yeah, and there was that scene where he is motivated by worry because worry makes him do things.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was worried that Gwen wouldn't get this present and she would feel left alone or like be the only kid in the world that didn't get a gift. And so the grandpa and one of the elves say all these things he could be worried about that then makes him like do a really dangerous thing to like get the sleigh down or something.
I really didn't like that part.
Well, neither did we. Were like, why don't you just talk about things you love? But anyways, I felt like, yeah, they're trying to do an incredibly selfless thing, but everyone's really selfish. And then they reveal that Steve is so good at running this high-tech operation, but he's not very good with children. And Santa is definitely beyond his time. He can't make any decisions. He's not very appreciative of Steve or his other son. And his wife had to get her own gift handed to him for him to just hand it right back to her. I thought that was kind of funny, but he was kind of like, yeah, it's very obvious you're done. But I really enjoyed the end of the movie where he kind of admits to himself, like, I'm not doing a good job here. And then he says to his sons, you guys are both better men than I am. And it was very obvious throughout the whole movie that his sons are definitely better than he is. And I really, really liked, this is very spoiler, but I really loved that he had the little Santa figurine and he says to Steve, you deserve to be Santa, because that is so true. And that kind of like goes back to my comments of like the person that deserves it should get it. But then he said, I think Gwen is right that Santa delivered this gift to me and the person that delivered it was the other guy who didn't deserve it as much. But he was good at the main part, like being with children, like loving children and finding the like joy and the magic in the whole operation. Like he should do that. You should do what you're really good at.
Yeah.
And I think the dad was realizing that he's like, there's not space for him here anymore and being willing to move on or move forward.
Well, I think even with I feel like the overarching message was like, get your ego out of the way when you're trying to help other people.
Yeah.
Because like even the grandpa, like
Yeah.
his whole thing was like, I'm going to show him how we used to do it. And
And it's a
they're
better
gonna see
way.
how much better it is.
Yeah.
And all this high tech stuff.
Well, and then when his way wasn't going to work, he didn't want to help anymore.
Yeah.
So that
I think the grandpa was by far the best character.
he was very funny.
He was hilarious. But I think like my favorite part was when he was talking about flying over like World War II battles and being shot at.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's like sacrificial love in the movie too, because he sacrifices Ellie or whatever
His sleigh.
Yeah, his sleigh. To then like get to the end goal. And then there was an elf too who all the other elves thought she's crazy about wrapping things with only 3 pieces of tape. But honestly, I think she was the only one that was like, well, she was trying to prove herself. So everybody really was selfish doing this huge selfless thing.
Yeah. I think if people want to watch it, I will say it is a lot of British humor. So
Yeah, dry humor.
if you don't like British humor, you might not like it. But
It's a good movie. So those are my thoughts.
so where would you rate it on a scale from like worst Christmas movie, like Krampus? Have you ever seen Krampus?
I've seen Krampus.
Okay, so like scale from Krampus to what's the best Christmas movie? Like The
really
Fourth
like-
Wise Man?
No, I don't think I've seen that. I really like The Grinch and Home Alone.
Okay, so yeah, that's good. Or the Elf.
Elf, I do like Elf.
Okay, we'll put Elf at number 10.
Okay.
And we'll put Krampus at number 1. Where does it rate?
I think because of the grandpa and because of how it ends, they did what I didn't want them to do, which was give the job to the person that didn't deserve it. But they acknowledged that's what they were doing. So I would give it a solid 7.5.
Oh wow, 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. I don't like love a lot of Christmas movies. Like I like Elf, but even like Home Alone, I mean it's all right. But so I would probably say like 7.5 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was nice too that I got to watch it with my son. So
And his name is in it.
and his name.
That definitely gave it.
And now I feel
point.
like it's the kind of movie that I could watch a few more times in the future. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, Artie, let's watch your Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Well, and he'll probably enjoy it more and more as he grows up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've got to like start traditions now with our kids. We don't
Yeah.
have any traditions, so that could be yours. Is
You guys
Watching
don't have
Blather.
any Christmas traditions?
like in our house. So far, the tradition is set up Christmas decorations last minute and then leave it up all year. That's what we've done this
Yep.
year. Everything has been left up from last year.
Well, yeah, I had my Christmas lights up till like late summer, and then they started falling off my house.
Oh,
And so I took some of them down. There's still some up there. But then I procrastinated putting up more Christmas lights until it snowed, which was kind of strategic
oh.
because now I can't get up there and put Christmas lights
Can't
up.
do it this year.
So, yeah.
Well, I feel like the decor of our house, like Christmas, kind of matches what we've got going on. We have a lot of random things in our house. It's old, character. And then we have the green wainscoting. So Christmas decor just looks like that's how we decorate. And we have a wreath on the archway of our kitchen. We plugged it in, and people, like even people that come to our house quite often, were like, oh, "You started decorating for Christmas? Wow!" I'm like, well, we've had this up all year. Like you just have not noticed.
Yeah. Well, hard segue.
Yeah.
into I heard you're doing TikTok, Jerra.
Oh my god. Oh wow. There are
Tell
all
us
these
about
other
that.
people doing
Yeah, but I
TikTok.
heard you're doing it.
I am. I don't know why I'm so embarrassed about it.
And why are you doing TikTok?
Well, let's see. Okay.
She's making TikTok videos, people.
I'm actively trying to be an influencer. So Ben Gross discovered that you can become an influencer on TikTok. Like you can create a brand new TikTok account, become an influencer if you have like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 followers or whatever, but you get a lot of views, 1,000 views or something, and you get a few comments, like interaction, like somebody comments in your video and you comment back. And if you do that, then you can register for the Amazon influencer program. It's just, it feels really cringy to be trying to say I'm trying to be I don't know why. But you can register for that. And if you get in, then you can review, like make review videos for things you already have. Like you're already spending money on Amazon. Review it, say that you like the thing, but you should like actually like it probably if you're going to make a review. And if somebody watches your video, like 50% of your video, and then goes to purchase that thing, you get 2 to 4% of the purchase. Like you get some money back. And that will keep happening like indefinitely, like as long as that product is being sold or as long as your video is up. So you could just make that video once and then keep getting money from it. So I feel like we've talked about how you get into things for passion or whatever, like whatever it is you're looking for with all the things you do. I have a similar thing of like where I'm always, I don't know what it is. Like I'm always doing things to make money, but like not because I need money. Like I'm always trying to figure out a way to game the system, I guess, to like find the easiest way to make money. But nowadays, because I'm taken care of by my husband, I'm not super motivated to like make money because I don't need it. So every time I hear of a way to make money that seems quick and easy, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that, which like seems really concerning. And so I downloaded TikTok and I'm making TikTok videos now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you been wasting time on TikTok as well?
I have not. I
Okay.
do not like TikTok.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really
So
good.
I'll go on. There are some other people from our church. I don't know if I'm outing them that make
Shout out. You're outing.
shouting them out that make TikTok. So I get on and I like all their stuff or like watch their videos.
Mm-hmm.
And if I feel the need to comment, I will comment on their videos and I'll check how many likes and views I've gotten and then I'll get off.
Yeah, you were showing me Maria doing the no blinking thing.
That's genuinely so funny.
It's hilarious.
It's so funny. Like I commented on like 2 to 3 of her videos because it's hilarious. Like I would watch this. It's genius. Maria has the look.
Yes.
She has the look. She has the vibes. And it's just so smart. I love it. I love the content. I'm a fan of Maria's.
It's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna get TikTok to subscribe or whatever, but
You don't.
I support you, Maria.
Yeah.
In all the other ways.
Yeah. So she's doing that. And then Leah is doing like more of talking about Bible stuff, like Bible jokes or skits or whatever. And hers are really like, how are these people so funny?
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing that. And then Ben Gross is on there and he's like sharing the Bible, but like he gets people to comment. Like that's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody's so good at it except me. I really feel that way. And then Ben Hunt is on there and he's reciting scripture, which is so smart. Like if somebody comes across that and they've never heard the Bible, they get to hear it here and it's awesome. But he has this like filter that like bursts into a heart. And it's so good. So I like mostly look at everything and I laugh.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing,
Okay, yes. You didn't actually tell me what you were doing before we started this. So well, link in the
it
description,
feels
everybody.
so fake. Are you really gonna put links?
Of course.
Okay. It feels like I feel like a fake person because I'm whispering into the microphone and like I feel so ashamed.
What? You just whispering into the
No,
microphone?
I'll show you, but it's so embarrassing. I'm basically just like whispering. Yeah, like I'm talking very softly in like a calming voice. But Josh told me this other guy has a better voice than me. I should use his voice.
That's kind of a rude thing for your husband to say.
Well, because he's a professional voice actor.
Oh,
Like, of course it would sound better. Yeah, like there's this
the
recording.
guy
Like,
is a professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Josh is on there too. He's the real house husband, which like he's not even a house husband. Like we're
No,
just
he's not.
lying on TikTok. Like we're changing who we are for TikTok views.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
So this is one I've made. It has 18 likes. And it's Josh on the floor cuddling the dog. So here's why I feel fake. The real video. So this is what it sounds like. Oh, can you hear it?
No.
Maybe I call. Okay. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I was coaching him like he had. Oh my gosh. Don't laugh.
My husband loves that dog. We fought over it, whether we should get a dog or not. So let's go with the dog. And caution.
Oh my goodness.
And then the other
that's
one,
amazing, Jerra.
no, it isn't. The other one is of our wood burning stove. And okay, so the first video was embarrassing because Josh had chosen to lay organically with the dog. And then I was like, oh, this is a great TikTok moment. So I recorded it and I told him, like, pet the dog, make her look happy, hold her paw, like for TikTok. So fake.
Yep.
And then the next video is of our wood burning stove. And I'm talking about like how the most inconvenient thing about our 150-year-old house is one of the most inconvenient things is the wood burning stove, because that's how we are heating our house. Like if we don't burn wood and chop wood or whatever, then we'll be cold. And how modern conveniences takes away some of the beauties that you would experience in life. Like now we get to sit here and enjoy our fire and it's beautiful and it's inconvenient. And then I made Josh hold my hand. We don't sit by the fire and hold hands. Like we just sit by the fire. We don't hold hands. I made him hold my hands for the TikTok video.
Yeah.
But I have gotten some comments and likes on that one too. So I have 172 views and 179 views on the dog one and 7 followers.
Dang. That's
So
pretty
embarrassing.
good. Yeah, I mean, you're on your way.
I think I'm going to change my tactic.
Well, what are you going to change it to?
Well, I have no idea. Like I was thinking like, I don't want to be on the internet like that. So I was thinking about recording Pauline and whatever she's doing. Okay. And the funny thing with that is when, there's a dating app. Is it Tinder or something? I don't know. There's a dating app that you like swipe on. But when it first came out, I didn't know what it was. But it was recommended and I was on social media. So I downloaded it, but I was like, what is this though? I don't know. To be safe, I better use Pauline. So I made Pauline a dating app, like a dating profile.
Nice.
And then I still didn't understand what it was. So I kept swiping in a bunch of people. And I was like, I don't know what this is. And I got off. So Pauline has
Nice.
a dating profile. So I was going to do the same thing here with TikTok.
Okay.
I decided against it though.
Well, then would Pauline get the money or would you get the
Well,
money?
I would still get the money since it's like under my name in my account.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a
Sounds like a pretty good
that's another idea.
idea.
So I was thinking that, or like, what are people interested in right now? I have an old house. People are interested in like old house or like being a stay-at-home mom. People are really interested in that.
That's all my wife watches is videos about old houses and farmhouses and
Cottage
homesteads and just like people like cleaning up their house, doing chores.
Yeah.
While like, they're talking about their lifestyle.
See, that's the idea with the voiceover. I'm embarrassed, but I enjoy that kind of thing too. So I was thinking like I could fold laundry or like when I bake, I could record that and there are people who would watch that.
Oh yeah.
So that was my other idea.
What about like cooking? I mean,
yeah, I could cook, but also remember the reason I do these things is it needs to be easy. And like recording myself cooking would get in the way of cooking. Like I actually enjoy cooking. Like so it would disrupt my genuine joy for something I'm doing. But maybe that's like I should monetize that. I don't know.
Why don't you try the not blinking thing?
I really want to copy Maria. I don't have the look though.
Well, look at me.
The Maria. Oh, are you counting? I wasn't counting.
No, I wasn't counting.
I should have counted. I need to have the talent for it. So in my bio it says Christian person whispering softly into the microphone. My bio. And then on the bottom of that it says I will be making random videos. So I can change it. My fans expect that. I just don't know which direction to go now.
Your 7 fans.
Which are just people from church. It's like dead huts.
You're gonna be a star.
I'm gonna make it big one day. Why did we bring this?
Because it's fun to talk about.
It's funny.
Hard segue.
Okay, was that just to embarrass the people?
Yes, it was just so embarrassed.
I am embarrassed. But Ben Gross is going to do a seminar when some of us are making it big. Like, he's made $500 doing this.
Oh, really?
He just made a few videos. Well, I don't know how many videos, but like a day or two in 3 weeks. Like, I don't make $500 in 3 weeks. I make no money in 3 weeks. I was thinking if I did that, like, I could put on TikTok, like, I'm trying to pay off half my house or whatever. But I have no reason to, like, I don't know. I need to be more motivated in life.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Gen Z revolutions?
Like the ones that happened in Nepal
Yeah.
and where else?
I don't know. I read a thing today that, like, the government in Bulgaria got toppled. But most of it has been in like Southeast Asia. So you don't really watch the news then?
Well, not that. I don't care. Like, Why did they do that?
The reason I bring it up
Okay.
is I think it's all a cover.
Ooh,
Well, okay.
conspiracy.
Yeah. So Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where Bulgaria is?
I don't.
It's north of Ukraine.
Okay.
And Russia's been using Bulgaria. I think I have this right. It turns out that Bulgaria is a couple countries south of Ukraine, and Belarus is north of Ukraine. Obviously, I knew this somewhere in the back of my mind, which is why I hesitated, so I'm still smart. If I don't, I'm really sorry.
Well, I don't think it comes off that we know.
Russia's been like using Ukraine or been using Bulgaria to stage attacks on Ukraine.
Okay.
Because they're kind of buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what better way to like cover up a coup? Like, okay, I think it's the United States government.
Oh.
I think that's just pretty obvious.
Okay.
I'm not usually a conspiracy guy,
Mm-hmm.
but like, really, Gen Z overthrowing governments?
yeah.
Like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well,
how would you explain the one in Nepal then?
okay, but listen. So what gets the Gen Zers to go out and revolt or whatever?
Okay.
What do you think it is?
What I think it is. They're worried about, I don't know if specifically in Bulgaria, but like the Gen Zers in America are worried about climate change and not being able to buy homes, like everything being super expensive, like capitalism and stuff.
Okay, well, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about social media,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So like someone's looking at their social media on their phone.
Yeah,
and
like
it's
tracking
like,
it. And,
oh, guys, we got to change things. Like,
yeah.
government has to change or whatever.
Hmm.
What if there's a ton of bots
There are.
telling these young individuals that like they need social revolution in their country,
Hmm.
which like everybody knows just the internet is basically bots.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
And so even if like I think that's just now maybe I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Maybe this isn't a true conspiracy, but
You
I
could
just
start
I
it.
just think that's like the perfect cover up is you make it look like it's a grassroots over social media
Hmm.
type thing when really it's just bots convincing people.
The FBI are taking notes right now. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Expire. We'll do that.
Sounds like you don't really care.
Well, I don't care what's going on in Bulgaria, but I think that's probably right because you see one video and then somebody picks it up and then they spread it, and kids are just convinced with whatever they're seeing on social media, especially TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a lot of trends that are that were life threatening. I think a lot of them have died out because some people actually died from them. But people just do it because they saw it on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and even wasn't it in Nepal that the revolution was because they were like tracking them or trying to like censor them?
Yeah, they like were taking away social media, or was that what it was?
They were like
It was like a social media ban or something.
censoring their social media somehow.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to. And even in America, remember when they were going to ban TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of Americans downloaded this suspicious Chinese app that they did not understand the terms of agreement because it was in Chinese. And they just were like, I don't care if they have my information. They just all then got on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like people will do anything for social media. So I think, yeah, people will definitely overthrow a country because they can't get on social media. I thought that was a child.
Yeah, so I mean, this really wasn't that hard of a segue. Anyways, we're still just talking about social media,
Yeah.
so it's all connected.
That's interesting. Why do you know that?
Why do I know what?
Yeah, like what's happening in Bulgaria.
Oh, I just saw a news headline as I was. I don't really do social media, but I do like scroll through news headlines occasionally.
Mhm.
Or like it's not really like news headlines. It's more like article headlines.
Mhm.
So like it's more stuff that I'm interested in. So like mostly it's archaeological finds.
Okay.
Because for some reason I don't spend that much time.
So you scrolled through this
Researching
and then came up with this whole conspiracy based on that?
Yeah, basically.
That's funny.
But
So you think the American government is doing this in Bulgaria?
I think there's a bunch of different governments that are doing it. I think the ones in Southeast Asia, I think that was probably China.
Okay.
Because if they can cause unrest there,
Yeah.
they're the stable government in the area.
Well, because they're always fighting over Nepal or threatening Nepal with, because India's right there too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're at war or at hate with India,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
And as a student of history,
Mhm.
as I consider myself, which is a little bit of an overstatement. I mean, if you look at like revolution at the turn of the 20th century, with like communist revolution, like the first communist revolutions, like basically the lie that gets sold is if we overthrow the government, we can create a wonderful new government that's way better than the old one
Mm-hmm.
because we're way better people than they are.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically the lie that gets sold. And then the government gets overthrown and you just put worse people in power.
Well, because they're missing the point that the government sucks because it's people like you.
Yeah.
And you suck. Because those people suck because they're rich and powerful.
Mhm.
Now you take a normal guy and you put him there. Now he's rich and powerful and he's going to suck. Like now he is different and other. Because when you're a regular person, you're saying you're othering the rich and powerful. I think, is that the problem with socialism? Like we're all going to share, but then there's the person that's going to control the sharing. Like there's still people that are going to be terrible.
I'd say that's one of the major problems.
Yeah. Well, and then it's really interesting. People are the problem because sin is in the world and sin's in your heart, and you're not going to have a utopia. Not here.
Yeah.
But
Well, I would say, like, in my opinion, like socialism is a marketing tool
mhm.
to get power over people.
Usually young people.
Yeah.
Like it's usually people that don't have things that want to. It's young people who don't have much to lose usually. I don't want to. There are probably people listening to this that are socialists. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, socialism is such a broad
Yeah.
word. But I mean, like, for myself, more just thinking of the communist revolutions in the 20th century, like, in that case, like, in China or in Russia, like, it was definitely just propaganda
Yeah.
to, I mean, I think there were people who were, like, really trying a new thing,
Yeah.
but then, like, the people, like you said, like, the people who are really in power aren't really going to care about the whole project
no.
anymore.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm on top now.
Uh-huh.
Well, so Liberia was one of the free countries in Africa because Africa was divided up between, all the other countries, the European countries mostly.
Mhm.
And so when America and some of those other countries were like, we shouldn't enslave people anymore. We should return these people to their homes. And it's like, well, where do these people come from again? And all these other parts are taken over. So we should just put them here.
Mhm.
So they plopped them all in Liberia. And so these are freed slaves or generations of people who were slaves. They are put in Liberia. Guess what happens when they get to Liberia? They then enslave the Liberians, people who have just been slaves.
Mhm.
And that's not to say like, anybody deserves to be enslaved. It's to say that it's not, people's hearts or even one specific, well, it is to say people's heart, people's skin color or one ideology. It is the heart of the human. These people have experienced an evil, horrible thing.
Mhm.
But when you're in power and it's not being done to you, then yeah, you like have no problem doing it to someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I think of, like,
Well, let me add
Sorry,
this.
go
And
ahead.
it's also kind of funny too, because then in Liberia, the lighter skinned people were better than the darker skinned people, which like in America, well, not specifically America, but like, I'm going to use America. That's where we live. The white people were better than the black people. Now it's like the less black people. Still a lot of colorism, the thing that those people would have hated.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, when I think about a lot of, I mean, this is just all throughout history, but I think a lot about the horrors of the 20th century, just like all the mass murdering from Chinese government or Russian government, or the Holocaust, or even the Vietnam War. Like there's just, the Vietnam War probably doesn't fit into the point I'm trying to make, but there's to me there's just this huge thread of like a lack of forgiveness and like a desire to find your own vengeance.
Yeah.
Because like the communist revolution, it was fueled by like, oh, these rich people are oppressing us and taking everything from us. Well, I have a choice. I can forgive that person and recognize that like God will take care of me. You know, like blessed are those who are poor. Or I can choose to take my own vengeance and go out and kill them and take their stuff. And to me, that's like the heart of a lot of revolutions, is like a lack of forgiveness. Not saying that people should like always languish under oppression, but like there is this huge need to forgive people who oppress you.
Well, like, and not do it because you're seeking your own, like, for you to be taken care of. Because a problem with communism is that, like, yeah, these people are taking all our stuff and they're treating us wrong. And then you get rid of those people, but then there's still the next group of people that are now closer to those people you just killed. Like, now you're having to constantly get rid of people because you're still seeking self-interest. Whereas I think if you're seeking like, hey, I want to take care of my neighbor, I want to take care of the young or the people who can't take care of themselves, especially if the leaders were thinking that way, then you would probably not be hurting people. You would not be selfish, seeking your own desires, and that would be much better.
Yeah,
I think a much better way.
I think it comes down to like personal responsibility. Like, are you willing to take like those ideals of socialism are like taking care of other people, and like that's not a bad thing.
No.
But it's like, are you willing to take personal responsibility for that?
Yeah.
If everyone takes personal responsibility for loving their neighbor, which is what Jesus Christ taught, which is why some people will call Jesus Christ a socialist, but I don't think that's
He is not a socialist.
really the case at all.
No.
Like, if you take personal responsibility and just recognize like there's things, there's like that serenity prayer or whatever, like there's things I can change, things I can't change, whatever. But
Yeah.
like, if you take personal responsibility for the things that you can change, like you are changing the world into a better place.
Yeah.
Even without overthrowing your government.
Well, and when you start with the government, I think you're right about the personal responsibility, because especially with socialism, if the government is in charge of making everyone, it feels, if you're listening to the podcast and you're a socialist, like I obviously still love you, but it feels very antithetical to the gospel. Like the Lord there's not compulsion in being generous. You should want to do that. The government should not force me to give to my neighbor, to feed the hungry people wherever they are in America. I should feed my neighbor. I should want to do that of my own will. I should take care of my community. And if everyone in their community are taking care of each other, we do not need the government taking from us and forcing us to do that. And then it really just separates us from our neighbors. It separates us from the poor. It separates us. And then you start to, not that I do, you start to have resentment, because especially the people that you're being generous to or kind to, if you're not seeing how it affects their lives, if you're not seeing the difference it makes, you don't really want to do it. And then that person that is receiving don't see that they're receiving from someone. Like there's just that relational part of giving that needs to be there. And when you put the government in charge of it, it just takes away all the beauty from it. And it takes away everything that, like, more than the giving itself, what it does for you, what it does for the human heart and the world, I feel like at large, it's taken away.
Yeah. Yeah, the government sucks, but
Yeah.
I look forward to Jesus Christ
Mm-hmm.
being the government. The government shall be on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
That's that'll be a big change.
It will be a big change.
We need another hard segue, Jerra.
Well, I feel like it's still kind of related with social media, but I wanted to talk about, well, a couple of things I wanted to talk about was buying lots of stuff for your kids and the push for non-tox.
Oh yeah,
Like being
non-tox.
healthy and, I don't know, prolonging your life or whatever.
There is a big connection between the non-tox thing and the social media thing because, like, not to just like rag on my wife. I love you, Elena. But like, she'll see something on social media, or like I'll hear an ad from one of her podcasts on like social media for like this, like non-tox product or whatever, and then like in a few weeks, like it'll be at my front doorstep, and I'll be like, oh no, we're being controlled.
It's happened.
And she swears that's not actually what's happening.
I bet she does. Well, I am one of those women buying. Well, actually, no. I'm one of the women's desire. I'm too frugal to like buy the things. I guess I don't care very much. But recently, I bought a new pot set, stainless steel, because nonstick has the like stuff that comes up and you eat it.
Teflon.
And it's poison for you. And I spent, quite a bit of money on this. And I've been trying to get us to use aluminum-free deodorant. But I can't like decide on a brand that I feel like works or I can easily access or like get it, like the poisonous stuff you can just order from Walmart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I'm going through all this trouble and I'm putting luxury diapers on my baby's butt and throwing it away, I should stop eating sugar. Like, there are bigger free things I can do for my health that I am refusing to do. But I'm spending all this money and inconveniencing my life and my husband's life because he's like, where's the deodorant? We don't have any. I can't decide. All the time, I feel so bad for him. I don't know. What is the problem? You need to explain it to me. What's going on here? You're outside of the world.
Well, I don't know if I'm outside of it. I mean, I
you're now on
use
social media.
aluminum-free deodorant.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's because my wife buys it.
Yeah.
I'm not on social media. You're right. Well, I like the thing that I think about is it's a new type of luxury. Like, as people have like found out more stuff about different products that are dangerous, like, I think the reason, like, dangerous, in air quotes, dangerous, because it's going to vary on the product. I think like the reason they exist is because the company has like found a cheap, easy way to make this product that people will buy. And like, that's business. Like, that's like, the corporations aren't evil. They're not trying to hurt people.
Yeah, they're not.
It's just that's business. It's trying
to make money,
cut down costs, and make a product that is useful to people, that people want to use. And for a lot of people, like, that's worked for a long time. But now that people are like looking under the hood, I guess, so to speak. And I think, like you said, it's kind of connected to social media. Like, people are spreading the word about these things. Now there's companies who are like meeting the demand for a healthy luxury.
Yeah. And it is a luxury because it's very expensive.
Yeah, because they can't do the things that the other companies are doing. But then it's like, to me, then it's like, well, is this actually healthier? Or is this just a huge marketing thing?
Right. Or have we not found out whatever the problem is?
And I think there's like shades of gray there where like some non-tox or like healthy products are like just being marketed that way. And like, I even see like a bunch of other packaging or whatever, like moving towards this, like, this is healthy. It doesn't have this.
What's a trend?
Yeah.
There are like YouTube pages of people who will take a perfectly good new house and they will replace the stove with an older looking one, but it's like thousands and thousands of dollars for this stove. And they'll like spend exorbitant amounts of money to inconvenience their lives because it's healthier, because it's more aesthetic. And I love it. I love it so much. And that's the problem. But like the thing I've been really thinking about is I'm willing to spend lots of money on new pots and pans. I'm willing to spend a lot of money on deodorants and diapers and all these things. But the thing that'll make like my deodorant's not going to kill me quicker than my diet will kill me. Why are we not willing to stop eating cookies?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that will really do it. Why are we not willing to cook better meals, healthier meals? Why are we not like the thing that you can obviously, it's like we're swapping out the thing that kind of maybe is poison. Like, yeah, it's not great for you, but we're still having our bottle of poison that we drink every day.
Yeah. It is, it's pretty crazy.
It is. I don't know why we do it, but I'm like, if I'm going to obsess over my deodorant, I should really like not eat as many cookies because that's going to kill me quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it is kind of hard to get like to do like a no sugar thing. Well, it's really hard to do like absolutely no sugar.
Yeah.
But to do like no dessert
or no added sugar.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
even that's
sugars.
hard because like you got to buy a different ketchup. You got to buy luxury ketchup.
Yeah.
You got to buy.
But the other option is to just not use ketchup. That's an option.
That's not an option for me. Gotta buy luxury peanut butter.
I buy
luxury bread.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's like.
But the other option is to just not eat bread.
Well,
like you don't have
or
to
make
eat bread.
your own bread.
Or make your own bread.
But then that's time and effort. But anyways, yeah, it's definitely like health products are the new luxury products, I think.
Yeah.
But whether that, I mean, I think like in one sense, it kind of points back to our culture of just like buying things to fix a problem. Like my vacuum broke. How do I fix this problem? I don't fix the vacuum.
I buy a new one.
I buy a new vacuum.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. I mean, like, I've honestly come to the point in my life where like I kind of love consumerism.
Yeah. Anybody that says they don't is lying.
Like I think I just become honest with myself of like I love the fact that, and I love like convenience like appliances because it's like I love the fact that this gives me more time. Like if I can put my stuff in a dishwasher, put my stuff in a laundry machine, like, and I don't have to wash that by hand or hang it up on a clothesline, like that saves me time to do things that personally fulfill me or that help other people.
Or like you waste your time.
Yeah, or I just waste my time.
Yeah, like it gives you more time to waste.
Well, yeah, but it also gives me more time that I can
to
use
possibly do something
to
good
possibly
with.
do something.
But like honestly, with our generation, what are the odds that that person will use that time for something worthwhile? Because from back in the day when they're washing hands with clothes and people are inconvenienced in their daily life, is society better for all of our modern conveniences with all the extra time that we have?
Yeah, I'd say okay. I've thought about this in the past, not like super hard, but I'm gonna make the case for the nobility of consumerism. Okay, are you ready? You ready for it?
I'm ready.
We have created levels of convenience that far exceed what like kings in ages past had.
Yeah.
With like hundreds of slaves. And so like that was the convenience of the past.
Yeah.
Is slavery.
Yes.
And then even like in more recent times, like if you think about, if you read like a novel from the 1800s or whatever, it's like everybody's got their servants who live with them and are kind of like not slaves, like they can move from household to household or
Yeah.
whatever. But it is like, I mean, I don't really know what the economics of it was, but it was definitely like a lower paying job. And I'm sure like that wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think there is kind of a nobility in modern consumerism. I think there's like so many things that aren't good about it.
Yeah.
But there is sort of a nobility in not imposing on other people directly, but then like everything's manufactured in other countries where people aren't paid anything. So it's
Honestly,
like,
yes. We won't do slave here. We do slave over there.
it might just move the problem elsewhere. But
Those people will take care of it. But I mean, if you look at the end of slavery in the Industrial Revolution, they're like kind of hand in hand. It's not that people realize this is necessarily evil. It's, well, this machine does it better.
Yeah.
So we'll just stop using this old way of enslaving people and making them do stuff for us. But so in India, they don't have dishwashers very like often, and they don't have washing machines. So they do have like house helps, but that provides jobs for those people.
Yeah.
And it like has them interact and help somebody. And so if in India, if they got a bunch of dishwashers, all those women, it's usually women, will not have jobs and will be displaced and not be able to have a way that's fairly easy to provide for their families.
yeah.
So I think having house helps may not, like, as long as it's not me, may not be that awful of a thing.
Well, I tried to make consumerism look good. I at least
And
tried.
I enjoy consumerism as well. I do very much like consumerism, but it's also kind of evil.
Yeah.
And I don't think that on a large scale that we're better for it. I think all the extra time we've gotten, we've come up with new evil things to do. Whereas like if you have to wash, like if your day is, imagine you're spending your day, you're farming, and then you got to wash all your clothes by hand. And usually you're doing this like with your family, like your husband isn't leaving, going to work, and then the wife is staying home and doing all this stuff. Everybody's farming together. You're going and selling your produce, and then you're washing all your clothes, and then you're heating your house. Like, how much time do you have idle hands? What is the Bible verse? Idle hands readily
Do the devil's work. I don't think that's in the Bible, but
Really? Maybe it's just like a old adage or something. I don't know.
yeah, idle hands do the devil's work.
Okay,
is an
yeah.
old adage.
Yeah, you don't have much time to do all the evils that people have time for now.
Well, that is fair.
But I would not give up my washing machine and dishwasher. And I'm still behind on laundry. And my sink is usually still full of dishes.
Yeah. We kind of got off the no
did.
tox. Right? No tox?
Yeah,
Is that what it-
non-tox.
Non-tox. There we go. And I don't want to rail against the non-tox thing too hard because my wife listens to this podcast.
I think she knows how you feel. I think Josh would probably try to be telling me things, but he's just too busy with school to notice what I'm doing. So he doesn't
Gotta
talk to me
act fast
about it.
now.
Like, yeah, I need to buy all this stuff. He probably just doesn't notice all the crazy things I'm doing and talking about. To try to stop me. But PSA to all the non-tox women out there, if we would say, I think what we're paying for, I think what I'm paying for is my self-control. I don't want to have self-control. I want to buy my health. And what it comes down to is self-control. I don't want to do that. It's easier to just try to keep my bad thing, but think, oh, maybe if I mitigate all these other little problems in my life, it'll all add up to cancel out the thing I'm not willing to give up. I'm not willing to give up sugar. I'm not willing to give up like eating better, or just we eat too much, like not eating as much. I'm just not willing to give those things up. But imagine how much money we would save if we used some of those cheaper things that are not luxury, but took care of the things that really mattered if we stopped eating sugar.
Yeah, basically just stop eating sugar, which is a great thing to say right around the holidays.
That's why I haven't stopped eating sugar, because I really like holiday cookies.
I started out this year and I did like no sugar, meaning like no desserts. Like I'm not gonna read labels, but like I'm not like drinking pop or something like that.
Is that something? Did you drink pop before?
No, I've never liked pop.
Yeah, me neither. So I guess I'm doing no pop.
Anyways, doing like no sugar except on Sundays
Yeah.
because I want to eat my grandma's desserts that she brings to family lunch.
I think that's a holy thing to do.
And I did that for like, I want to say like 3 months.
Oh wow.
And then I kind of fell off the bandwagon, but I've done that off and on this year, and it's been really good. But like, my plan between Thanksgiving and Christmas was to do no sugar,
Yeah.
and like, then my wife started making Christmas treats, and
Yeah.
they're just sitting there on the countertop. And like, yeah, I just have absolutely no self-control when it's right there.
It's in your
And
house.
It's puppy chow. Like there's this.
Oh, puppy chow
we
is
have
really
this
good.
huge thing of puppy chow right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh wow. I
You
think
can
I'm gonna
have some when you come.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna eat some of that.
And I just like, I don't even want to have self-control with the
Yeah.
puppy chow. I mean, it's just delicious. But
It's kind of annoying to me that that's like the one fruit of the spirit that like you're in control of. You don't just get that because you have the Holy Spirit. It's self. You have to control yourself. I don't like that. Like it just sounds like a struggle. I wish that was something we just got.
that is a confusing thing, that it's self-control, but it comes. I think maybe that's part of like the translation too, though. 'Cause I don't know if in the Greek that word self-control would necessarily have like the self part of it. I don't know.
I'd be interested to know because I've always had a problem with that. It felt there. I guess maybe that's where sanctification comes in because I find it fairly easy to love people, and unless I'm sabotaging myself with not having self-control, I have a lot of peace. I move on. I'm fairly happy. But the self-control thing is like, it ruins your life. So I really don't like that that's up to me.
Yeah.
It's going to ruin everything.
Well, was there anything else you really wanted to talk about?
Oh, buying a bunch of stuff for...
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's the other thing. So I talked about like, I love consumerism because it saves time. Well, it turns out having tons of possessions uses all of your time just trying to keep your house somewhat organized.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even, like, our house is never organized.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
So Elena and I have committed our New Year's, like our sort of New Year's resolution.
I would like to visit our last year's to see how we're doing with that.
Oh.
So we should do that in this episode, but continue.
Do you remember what mine is?
It was to wear a suit every
Oh,
like every Sunday, like. But continue
We can
what you were
revisit that
saying.
one. Yeah. So our New Year's resolution for this next year is become minimalists. Now, I think we've been finding out that means something different in my head than it does in her head.
Yeah.
But mostly it just means getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
So the like number one trick that I've found that I think it's an amazing idea is there's lots of stuff in your house that like you think you need, but you don't really need it.
Yeah.
And just taking that stuff, whatever that thing is, whether it's like some of your clothes or some kids' toys or whatever, take that stuff, hide it in some corner of your basement or whatever, and then like see if you die in the next month.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so low stakes.
Yeah.
Because it's not, I'm getting rid of this and I'm going to have to buy a new thing.
Yeah.
If I find out I really need it. It's like, it's just in the basement. I don't want to go down there and grab it.
Yeah.
But like, it's still there. And so that, the first thing I've tried, I mean, we've kind of like gotten rid of stuff or whatever in the past, but like, the first thing I've intentionally tried with that method is I took all but like 4 of our plates
Mm-hmm.
and 4 of our bowls, and like a bunch of, we just had so many cups.
Yeah.
So many cups.
Yeah.
I took a bunch of dishes and packed them away in the basement because I think we just wouldn't do our dishes if we had more dishes to pull out of the cupboard. And so now that has possibly been pushing us towards doing the dishes more. The verdict's still out,
Mhm.
but then also like there's a lot less dishes to do when it's dish time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still all like the pots and pans, and like,
Yeah.
we haven't cut down on that at all. But it's not like, because the plates stack just as well right next to the sink as they do in the cupboard,
Mm-hmm.
so they can just stack up next to the sink.
Yep.
And you can try things like try and have self-control and wash the dish after you use it, dummy.
Yeah.
But
that
it's
takes
like,
time.
unless you actually don't have another dish to grab, I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about this hack of putting stuff in the basement
Yeah.
and trying to forget about it.
So we did unintentionally do that at our house. We don't have a basement, we have a cellar, and we have a ton of stuff down there, but we never go to the cellar. We don't know what's down there. So we could just throw all that stuff away and just put new stuff down there. And Josh tried to do that in our house too, because I was like spending time doing dishes and just always so much dishes, that he put the amount of plates, spoons, cups that we needed. Like he put it all together. Like, this is my plate, this is my spoon, this is my fork. And now we're just back to living like normal people instead of like having that. I don't know why we went back, but it worked for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was because like, I don't want to blame him, but like he didn't always wash his plate. Like now he needs another one.
Yeah.
Or he went to work and used the Tupperware container and now he needs another one because that one isn't washed.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just not washing things.
Yeah.
But the other day I went by the sink and there were like 10 cups that were dirty by the sink.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 adults in my house. And we all drink off of each. Like, how did this happen? I have no idea how this happened. But you guys influenced us into trying to be minimalist too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we like are getting rid of things. We got rid of a bunch of like Tupperware containers that I hate. Brings me unjoy.
I would just like burn all of the plastic Tupperware
Oh, so
in
yeah.
the world.
Disdain. We got rid of all of those. And I was like, well, if we're going to be minimalist, we need to buy all this stuff. To be minimalist. Like, we can't be minimalist with all this stuff. And I think because he's in school and busy, he's like, all right, well, we'll just get rid of what we need so you can buy whatever you need. I was like, what? Like, in my house, like, that makes no sense. You're going to make me, like, going to let me buy all this stuff. But he just agreed. He was like, yeah, whatever. Like, let's just get rid of these and then you can buy whatever you need to be a minimalist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's my current plan.
Not exactly how it works.
Well, I feel like Josh and I, we have like a lot of trash. Like we don't have nice things.
Mm-hmm.
We have just things that are broken or, So I want to replace those with nice minimalist things.
Okay. Well,
I'm obviously the
We'll see
problem
how
in
it
the in the equation. But to do with that is Gwen's toy room is full of toys and it's a huge mess. And we're so blessed to have a lot of people in our lives that love her and get her things. And so I'm thinking like, but then we look bad. Last year, I don't think we got her anything for Christmas. Well, all the years she's been alive, all 2 of them, we have gotten her nothing for Christmas because people get her things for Christmas. But we look like bad parents because all the other parents are getting their kids things. I've been thinking like I should get other people's kids things because my kid will be taken care of. But if I put up my tree and there's not a single present under there for my child, like how does that look?
Well, you probably can't even put presents under your tree.
Why? Because the dog and the kid.
Gwen will just open
Yeah,
them.
she will open every single one of them and use them. So I don't know. I feel like we should. And then I'm buying Wesley a bunch of things that Gwen will like. But if nobody buys her those things, then it's like, my mom doesn't love me.
I think she'll be okay
She probably will be
for
okay.
another year. In another year, you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah. Well, but why does it have to be that you buy your kids stuff for Christmas? Like other people do that.
Everybody does that.
That's generosity
you
and
do.
love. Like it's like I'm not complaining at the things Gwen gets, but I should really not have to buy anything for my kid like that. Like,
Well, I think
at least
some
not
people
like
might see that differently.
stuff.
Yeah, but really, like the people buying your kid toys thing is like after this year, I think I'm just gonna say never buy my kid toys.
Really?
And like, if you buy my kid a toy, I want a gift receipt. I'm gonna return it.
Oh my gosh.
Because like, it's just overwhelming. And the thing
It
that
is.
like, okay, so for Arthur's, maybe I shouldn't really say all this. This could be offensive to some people, but
If you say it in love.
we'll just talk in generalities.
Yeah.
I don't think little kids need puzzles.
Really?
I think puzzles are like totally the wrong thing for little kids. Because how long are those puzzle pieces going to stay together unless an adult makes like a ton of effort either to continually find these puzzle pieces
Yeah.
or create some sort of like container or
Yeah.
system to hold the puzzle pieces? It's like,
And then you got to train your kids to be responsible enough to put them back
yeah, and
and
like
not lose them.
I've never seen a kid play with a puzzle. I don't know. I'm totally anti kid puzzle at this
Okay.
point.
Well,
Because
it's
like Elena went out and got all these puzzles at like some sort of like thrift sale or something of like kids' toys or I don't know. Do you know what?
yeah, the retail store.
Yeah. There you go. And like, I mean, for one thing, there were these audio puzzles. They were, I don't know, they were creepy because like you're supposed to put the puzzle piece on the thing and
Yeah.
it make like a noise. And this one was like, you put like this, it was like a rock band thing and you like put this guitar guy on there and
Oh, shoot.
you just have a light die. Oh, it's back.
Do people actually watch this podcast?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They must. Anyways, you're supposed to put this puzzle piece on it's kind of fun. You're supposed to put the puzzle piece on it and it makes a noise. And it was like this guitar noise and then like this guy was like, I'm Guitar Sam.
Okay.
I think it was Sam. I don't know. Anyways, and it would just go off at random times. Like it was just sitting there, no puzzle pieces on it.
Yeah.
It would just go off.
Yeah.
But yeah, puzzles for kids, I'm against them.
See, okay, so I've thought about the like trying to stop people from getting your kid things because they're giving you things. But I think about the heart that they are giving this kid a thing. That's why the parents have to stop buying things for their kids. Like I didn't go to that retail store because if I had, I would have bought a bunch of like random things, but I was too lazy to drive into town to do that. So you should move to the country. It'll save you a lot of money. But I just cannot, the person is trying to love this child and make them happy. And I really like you shouldn't always have to use stuff to do that. But that is a means of loving people, is to give stuff to them. So it's very hard for me to tell someone don't love my child if this is the way they want to. Like we don't do a bunch of TV in our house and we don't do a lot of like dessert. We don't do any desserts actually. This week we've done a lot, but usually we don't make dessert and we don't do TV. But when Gwen goes to cousins and grandparents' house, like it's really hard for me to look at your mom and say, don't give Gwen that cookie and don't put TV on for her. She loves spending time with her aunts and uncles now because it's so fun over there because mom isn't putting on TV all day. We just don't watch TV. And I'm thinking too, if I'm not buying her stuff, like when she gets stuff from these aunts and uncles, it'll be so special for her. And what I can give to her is my time. Like I'm going to spend time with you on this, whatever it is that they've given you.
Yeah.
But you don't need puzzles. Gwen, I don't know what she does all day, but she doesn't play a ton with toys unless other kids are there for her to fight with them over it.
I guess my like, I'm going the opposite direction of like, nobody else buy my kid toys. I'll buy them the toys they need. Okay, guys, I can handle this.
I'll handle it all. But then what do grandparents, they get so much joy? That's the other thing. They're loving your kid, but they get so much love from doing it.
Listen to this. You can give the gift of either something edible, something that's like one-time use, or like an event, like taking the kid to go see Bob Dylan in Iowa City.
We're doing that
in March, everybody. March.
I don't remember when it is.
Hampshire Auditorium. If you want to see Bob Dylan, the greatest musician who has ever lived.
And he's old. He might be
the greatest
going
artist, greater than Michelangelo.
You think so?
Greater than God himself. Painting the stars in the skies and all that. Bob Dylan.
Joseph, wow. This is where you want to take
that last one was sacrilege.
This is where you want to take our podcast. You were talking about people doing events and stuff.
Yeah, like
but
I mean, like people are like not my grandparents. My son's grandparents do take him to do stuff.
Yeah.
So like I'm not saying they're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like, and that takes time and scheduling, and that's a limited resource. But
yeah.
I just don't want the stuff.
I know you don't want the stuff, but it's hard to tell people how to love other people.
Yeah. And like that's why I haven't really said anything about it up to this point.
It's just stop buying stuff for your kid.
But I can't. Yeah. Well, I don't buy stuff for my kid.
Stop pay attention to what your wife is doing, what she's buying for your kid.
Yeah.
Well, because if I had done that, Jess McMaster bought Gwen this piano when she was young and she wasn't even going to be using it at the time. But that toy is a favorite of Gwen's, and kids of almost all ages, they come and they play with this piano, and it's like a plastic piano, and they love it. And it just has brought so much joy. Half of or more of like all of Gwen's toys I have not bought, but it has brought joy to many children. And it will be used, and it'll be broken, and it'll be thrown away, and she'll get more stuff. But I'm not the one doing that. And it just all gets put in that room. So like that room is a complete disaster. But at least it's not the whole house full of toys.
So when does it become acceptable to throw away the thing that someone got your kid?
So a gift Gwen got was a box house. It's cardboard box that she can color and play in. Somebody gifted that to her, and it was a gift to me so it could keep her occupied. She has played with it. She has colored some on it, not all of it. And some other kids, like my neighbor kids came over today, 3 kids. And then Gwen and then Wesley, they played in it, and it's been played with for a week. I'm going to throw it away now. And if the toy has been broken and is just no longer of use, or if this toy is no longer bringing the purpose the person gave it to them for, which was to bring them joy and love. If the thing is no longer giving that to the child and is becoming overwhelming to the child, or is bringing them anger or whatever, then that toy it's no longer serving its purpose.
What if it's overwhelming to the parent?
Well, it wasn't a gift to you. So I think that's the thing people have to think about too. Getting stuff usually makes people unhappy. Usually. Unless you're a child.
Wait, getting stuff usually makes people unhappy?
Yes, I believe that. New things usually make you unhappy.
Well,
okay.
Keep talking.
You get a new rug on your floor. But now you realize your curtains don't match. So then you get a new curtain.
Yes.
But now the paint kind of looks dingy. So then you repaint. And then you realize, okay, well, my lighting doesn't look as good with this paint that I've got in my new rug and my new curtains. So then you get new lighting, and you just go on, and you're not happy. You're not content.
I don't have that problem.
Well, that's because you're a normal person. A better person. I have that problem.
I just Uh-oh.
Oh, are we running out of battery?
We're gonna have to wrap up.
Let's wrap up.
We're running out of storage.
Storage, okay.
Not battery, but... Oh, we're running out of battery. Never mind. I stand corrected.
But contentment, the more you have, the less content you are.
Yeah.
And the more you need. So usually, and that's the problem with children, that's why I think that's when you can throw away the toys. If the kid cannot take care of it anymore, if they cannot play with it and enjoy it anymore, I think that is the point which you can throw it away. Because it is not serving the purpose the person gave it to them for, which was to be enjoyed and loved.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just am gonna throw all my kids' toys away.
Well, for Artie's birthday, Elena told me exactly what to get him. So it's a shirt. I hope you don't throw it away.
No, clothes are actually needed.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
All right.
But I don't even know how long we've been recording.
How long? Oh, that's about normal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay. We got started really late too.
People don't need to know that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, shout out to Nathan. And
Shout out to all the TikTok people.
shout out to all the TikTok people. And shout out to especially Jerra's TikTok. Link in the description.
Go like and follow and comment.
We're hoping to record more podcasts here soon. So,
And if you want to be on our podcast, or if you don't want to be on our podcast, please be on our podcast.
yep, let us know. Send us a smoke signal, a pigeon.
Whatever it means. A text would be preferred before the pigeon, but that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.